Scott's just said that it was a one-sided conversation that he had with the team this morning, but you guys were left with no questions in your mind. Saturday's performance can't be repeated.
No, it can't. It was to a man unacceptable. I think from 10 minutes in, it was unacceptable and something we can't do again, and something we won't do again either.
Felt out of character, to be honest, based on what we've seen since the new man's come in.
Yeah, especially after the last 7 games, I'd say, where we've won 6 and felt like we were really unlucky to lose the 7th one. I don't know what it was, I don't know where it come from, but it's just about putting it behind us, kind of remembering it at the same time, making sure nothing like that ever happens again, and putting on a performance on Thursday that the fans deserve, the ones that came all the way to Newport, and also for the gaffer and the staff, and also for us as well, because I think the last 7-8 games we shouldn't be putting in performances like we did on Saturday, and yeah, I don't think we ever will again.
Alex Gilbey said that there may have been an air of overconfidence going into the game. Scott Lindsay's just said the same thing. Do you think that's true, that you may be going into games maybe a little bit too confident?
Maybe. I feel like with the squad we have, we are super confident in how good we can be and how good we have been in certain games this season, in certain times, in even games we've come away without wins in. And I feel like maybe against the lower sided teams we could maybe be labelled as that, but I think that's just a kind of player responsibility now, to never let that happen. We can't have that labelled on us, and we need to go and like beat every team, go in every game wanting to win.
It certainly feels like a wake-up call, doesn't it? You know, having played so well previously, and even in the Gillingham game, so you kind of maybe have to put the performance down to a little bit of a blip, but like you say, can't happen again.
No, it can't. We need to get back on another run. We were in a good position. We still are in a good position, and we still want to get promoted. So we need to put that in the back of our minds and win on Thursday ultimately.
3 quick games in succession, isn't it, over Christmas? What do you like over Christmas? You're a big fan of festive football?
I am, yeah. I love playing in it. I love watching it. I watch as much football as I can. I like to learn off the highest level and stuff, watching it and playing in it. I think I've only had one full season of like the December Christmas period last year, and I felt like I learned so much from it, so another one isn't going to do me any harm at all.
How are you finding it at MK Dons? Playing a slightly deeper role than I think we saw you initially when you first came in, but I think you're really finding your feet in there. Yeah,
I think I prefer it in a team like us, where we have so much of the ball. I feel like I just want to be on the ball as much as possible, and I feel like in that position I can do that. I'm having so many touches in games, and I'm impacting games, dominating games, and that's what I want to do in every game. And I feel like the game just gone. That's when I can learn from stuff like that, and kind of individually, collectively, we need to take things out of the game, especially when we concede first. Whether that's by keeping the ball for 5 minutes, or playing in their half for a bit, and just kind of, especially away from home, just taking the sting out of the crowd, especially. And I feel like that's when we come back to our best and we start dominating games again.
And playing alongside Liam Kelly, who's famously done it a couple plenty of years down the way. You must be learning a lot playing alongside him.
Yeah, I am. He's one of my closest mates in this team. We have kind of a good relationship playing with him in training. I think even when I was playing as a 10, we both like to play forward with positive thinkers. And yeah, he really understands the game as well as other players that can play there. Kane, TC, Connor as well, who's played there. We're all like intelligent footballers, so whoever plays there, especially with the games that are coming up, I feel like we're really strong in that department.
Notts County then a team that was tipped to be in and around the mix this season. There aren't easy games in this division as we well know, but this one's going to look particularly tough.
Yeah, it is. They're a footballing side. Having played them last year, they were really tough to play against. They have some really good players, individual players, but so do we. And I think if we're better than them individually, collectively on Saturday, we need to win. We'll go into it wanting to win, and hopefully we get 3 points.
As a lone player, do you have much contact with Newcastle on a weekly basis, monthly basis, or is it you sort of left out and sort of say, if I need to have a chat, I'll give you a ring?
No, I have regular contact with one loan manager who he was there on Saturday. He comes to most games, to be fair, which is obviously good for me because it's not like I'm away and kind of forgotten about. I feel like there's still kind of that dialogue from Newcastle, and I feel like they tell me what I'm doing well, what I need to improve, and I take that into games knowing like Newcastle are watching here, they want me to do this, and I take it into the game as well as what the staff are telling me to do here as well.
Finally, you would have walked through the reception with all the kids out there having their Christmas party this afternoon. I understand you guys are going to go up and say hello. It's a great time for kids at Christmas, isn't it, to meet the players?
Yeah, I think you just have to look back at when you were that age and how special it was for you meeting players. I remember being a ball boy at Carlisle, where I'm from, and every time I threw the ball to a player, it was so special, and you kind of remember them and kind of put yourself in your shoes from when you were younger and how they'll feel now. But yeah, it's a special period for everyone and a special period for them as well.
Awesome, thanks mate.